do have skinnyjeans.tv in the building. And my homie, a homie of mine from way back in the day, Nate Knowles, he made it all the way out to UCT Radio just to be with the homeboy. That feels good. I know. And my homie T. I didn't even say T because she's there always. T Breezy's in the studio. So guys, let's go with the deets about why
the detail 55 long straight from 12 o'clock till 6 p.m. Okay, was that too quick?
Is that what you call selling, Elijah? Is that what you call selling?
I knew you were gonna say that.
You're supposed to have a tagline.
Okay, yeah, I think the whole thing is creating opportunities, creating a market for people. Yeah, that's, if you look at it, we're trying to go with the intimate vibe, because if you look at vintage, people buy it because of that intimate vibe. When you come to buy the vintage market, people kind of like the items because they know somebody else is wearing it.
Yeah.
That human touch.
Yeah.
So we're going for that, with Levels Brand Weekend, we're going for that intimate shopping experience for streetwear though. And we're hoping to do it every month, other than January.
I'd like to know, right? Because last week we had Blasey Blah here, right?
Yeah.
And young guys coming up with creative initiatives to merge creatives.
Yeah.
I'd like to know when you come back because this is your second time around.
Yeah.
The numbers game, and also for Salute SA. How important are the numbers? Because we can have all the passion, but numbers don't lie. Check the scoreboard.
Numbers are good for sales. Numbers are good for the bottom line at the end of the day. Because as much as you might want to do something, if people are not buying into the product that you're trying to sell, then it means you can't actually cover the fixed costs.
Okay.
And which means at the end of the day, it's not going to work. We've been doing a lot of events, and these events have had numbers. We had Blaze Blah. We're also going to have It's a Textile.
Definitely.
So all those platforms, as much as we put them out there, it's about people coming to actually support them because that's what actually creates fans, gives people the fans to actually run this project. So the numbers, definitely, they don't lie.
They don't lie. They don't lie. So let's before you guys go off, let's talk about the challenges. A lot of the time, Cape Town has this ugly cloud that people are not active, people are not supporting each other. And then I always ask a question, but let's stop making claims and actually go to the root of the problem. Why are people not supporting? Is it because we can't afford to support? Is it because the quality is not there? Is it because things are too monotonous? Why? Why? You know what I mean?
Well, when it comes to streetwear per se, as we say, we as Elisha said, it's an intimate kind of vibe. So I grew up high school with Elisha. 5 years later, I have a streetwear brand. So that, you were like that guy I used to go to high school with. How do you have a streetwear brand? So that credibility. So in time, it grows and you become a better person, become a better brand. Then 5 years later, then it actually recognize that, hey, your stuff actually hot. We can get them. So, ask about must temp, and believe in the brand, believe.
Must temp, Joe.
So,
Joe, you hit me there. Oh, he touched me with must temp. Dog.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Sure.
Just because of what you said, I appreciate people who come on this show who show a specific degree of passion for what they're doing.
Sure.
Well, I saw our homie's nervous, but this is your brand, this is your life, this is your bread and butter. So I'm really glad, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep hollering at you, so we are posted. I'm going to say, no, Salute SA, don't sleep on the ball. Because now we built that relationship, you know what I mean? And to all the listeners that are tuned in, anyone who wasn't exposed to this brand, we're vouching for it. And I'm saying, guys, go find out about this brand. These are guys who are about aspiration, about going places.
I think people get it wrong. You should understand that the whole idea behind streetwear or behind anything anyway is always an experimental kind of thing.
It's an experimental kind of thing.
The moment you start something, you're expecting feedback. So don't go, instead of actually going and saying, I don't actually like the top that Kyeezi designed, you should tell it straight to his face.
Yeah.
Like, dude, Kyeezi, I don't like this top.
Yeah.
I think you should have made it longer so that it looks like Kanye West t-shirt or something like that.
Why does it have to be long? Because I'm tall, Elisha.
Something like that. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Because
Okay.
you know, I think it's always a feedback, direct feedback to the people who are actually making the product. Because at the end of the day, respect the people who are actually making the product.
Yeah.
They went out there to make the product, whether bad or good.
Yeah.
It's about giving them the right feedback so that they can actually make it better for you.
Yeah.
It's the same principle that we're working with at Boston Society. I think our store is like a community store. When you come in with your product, we don't expect the pitches that you go to Edgar's with, where you go, they say we want 200,000 pairs of shoes. We don't do that, and we're not going to actually ask you to produce a lot, which costs quite a sum. We want you to come with even 5 tees. As long as you're passionate about what you're doing, we'll develop the product or the brand with you, and we hope that the people who actually went to school with the guys who are making that project can actually trust and believe in the guys who are making the project.
Well, we got to go there and we got to start building a foundation. I mean,
Definitely.
one thing that I've come to realize in 2013, I have met so many people in Cape Town who are constantly working on a foundation for the future.
Yeah.
It's no longer, I want to be hot for the 1 year, 2 years. It's about longevity. It's about, yeah, it's a slow process. It's about building from the ground up. You know what I mean? And we're going to fight this. This Cape Town being lazy, we're going to fight it. And we're going to win.
I think from our side, is from everybody who thinks they've got a brand or who've got a brand, they should actually give people time. Don't ever blame people for not participating.
Yeah.
We've had one bad event, and it was simply because we didn't tell people. We had one great one because we told everybody, and we didn't advertise, but we invited people one by one. Using word of mouth. So it's just about how you tell people actually. So we shouldn't blame anybody for anything.
What time does it start on Saturday?
Starts at 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock on...
Yeah, around 6 p.m.
12 o'clock on Sunday. Make sure that you're at 55 on Long Street, 2nd floor, Boston Society, for the Levels Brand Weekend. Jermaine Charles, is it...
WeSC is not worst people. WeSC is going to be launching their new summer range. Butan is dropping their spring delivery number 2. ZAXO is launching their book. Old Street Retro is dropping their summer launch. Space Fellas is going to be dropping their summer range. Salute has got a couple of pieces. Salute Streetwear is coming with a couple of pieces that they've been working on. And we've got clothing happening on the day. We've got Mushroom Heads, a new brand that we actually got in touch with last week. So come and support these guys, man.
Let's show support. Let's show support. You know what it is right here at UTT Radio 104.5. Bread and butter. Holla. Holla, holla, holla. Whoa, I got a lot on my mind.